again for everything you've
done. Thank you for inviting me here, and I'm very glad to be again in this great conference. My presentation will be about not about more SBC, it's about more story how we come into this situation, yeah, and so on. So normally I'm an employee and engineer of Plusnet. It's a daughter company of QSC. Okay, somebody knows what it's already sold, but okay, it's a different story. The situation is started 4 years ago, because 4 years ago here in Germany, all providers, big providers, started migrated from normal trunking to SIP trunking. Yeah? And of course, also Deutsche Telekom, you know, everybody knows Deutsche Telekom, started also to provide zip trunks, and everybody say, oh, it's easy to maintain, it's better than U1 and so on, so let's do migration. And of course, on the market, it was a lot of proprietary software which makes some border elements, what you can make interconnection between providers. And at this time, managers come to us and said, we have to buy this software. Yeah? We said, okay, but can we try a little bit to make something on open source? Because open source exists some good stuff which can help us implement it easy, yeah? And without additional cost. And manager said, no. I have seen this presentation. Sales presentation was great. After party was great. So we have to buy it. I said, oh, wait. After parties was great. I'm very glad what you have fun there. But what about using in production? Because does it support this feature? Does it support this feature? I did not ask it. Yeah, yeah, but you have to talk to your engineers. Yeah, we engineers, we working daily on this stuff, and you have to hear what our opinion. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's make POC with proprietary software, and let's do what you want to build. And even our engineers have some concern about open source. It's crap. Yeah, it doesn't work at all. How it can be replaced? Software with 1,000 engineers working daily and so on, you make a great product, proprietary product. I said, okay, look, let's make a bet. Because we use in QSC, we use Plusnet, we use some registrar from one company. It's called C5. The company I will not tell names, it's better not. And let's say, let's make a bet. I will replace your system, what we bought, in 10 hours. Yeah? In one case of beer, if I will replace, I will buy it to you, and we will drink it together. If not, you will buy for our team, and we will make a party. After 5 hours, it already was done, and we have drunk this beer with all colleagues, and my colleague Michael can confirm it. And after we started working on this border element, of course, we make a choice of RTPEngine, because RTPEngine is a great product. It's many thanks to Zipwise company who developed this stuff. We implemented Kamailio behind. So normally you have Kamailio server which make SIP controlling, firewalling, some topology hiding. And we have a farm of RTPEngines which makes interconnection. And currently we have around 30 million minutes per day. So it's worked very stable. Of course, it was some issues on start of this project, but now, since 4 years, it's already in use, in production, and company is very happy. And after this, 2 years ago, we come up to same situation with SBC. And I just raised a hand and said, oh, we can use an open source in this case. No, look. We have Acme packet, yeah, we use in production. We have Huawei. Let's buy a new one. Wait, but we have some, let's say, some issues with support, yeah. We have some, let's say, instability in some cases. It's many aspects which don't like at all. Oops. And let's do it. And based exactly on experience what we had with the border element. In QSC, it's called DBE, Dubovikov border element. So I'm very glad what they called it, this name, using my name. So it's not a problem to take the trademark. And in this case, we started working on SBC. Of course, some expect, okay, now about SBC, we will jump exactly to begin of this story. Why you need SBC at all in your company? Yeah, of course, SBC is something like black box for you, because nobody cannot tell what exactly they expect from SBC. But I just wrote here some aspects what really what in our company why we need. So of course it's a deep packet inspector, so you have to some stuff that goes to your network from one vendor, and they have own vision of how zip should work, and you have exactly to adapt it. Of course, you have some issues with NAT translator. If user, especially in registration mode, under NAT, you have to fix this NAT issue. You have to keep this NAT hole open. RTP should be synchron, and et cetera, et cetera. Zip manipulation. In many SBC, from let's say ECME packet, you can make some nice features where you can remove headers, add header, and so on. It's nice. It's very useful, especially in some cases when you have scenarios where you have to hide some parameters, or especially to add IP address to see which is original IP address from customer. And of course, payload transcoding, zip TLS, quality, and monitoring. So everybody agree with this, and we did make choice, look at the market, what exists right now on market. And of course, at this moment, this was Huawei SBC. We still use in production and at Plusnet. ECME packet, it's Oracle packet, let's say Sonos and ABC SBC. All of these products are great, but unfortunately, it's not flexible. So especially some issues with, I will not tell which company, but some issues with support, some issues with stability, et cetera, et cetera. Of course, you don't have even access to these devices to develop some new features. Okay, ECME packet has released Lua scripts where you can do manipulation, but it's somebody try to use it? No? Okay, better not to try. I'm sorry. So of course, it was concerned about open source. Open source. If in our company, 10 years ago, I come to our CTO and said, we can use in system, because we have to buy a new media server. I said, let's use Asterisk. Asterisk? It's a big French guy. No, it's Obelisk. Asterisk is small one. No, we're a big company, we need a big guy. So, no. How this small guy can handle these media services, what we can provide? No, Asterisk is... I tried to use, we implemented Kamailio after this, just registrar, just routing, it was SR services, and slowly we tried to exactly integrate a lot of open source project in our network, and we are very glad to use SAMS, Asterisk, FreeSwitch, Kamailio, and etc., because it saves a lot of money, and it's not only save a lot of money, it's also give you flexibility to use a lot of nice features. You absolutely have the freedom to make a choice what you want, because in proprietary software or proprietary hardware, you cannot even make a move left or right. And do you remember Microsoft? Microsoft said, is Linux a cancer? Yeah, if you smoke, it's cancer. But in this case, Microsoft bought GitHub. Who used Windows 10? Okay. Who used WSL on Windows 10? Okay, you have a price. Can you? Guys, who use also 10? Can you throw? Oh! But now, because in Windows 10, they said, Windows is cancer, or Linux is cancer, so we will never use it, and so on. This was enemy. But now they bought GitHub. Now with WSL, you can install Linux on Windows system. You can use exactly programs on Windows 10 without any limitation. So it's very great. Also, guys in our network, they also install WSL. Perfect. So they don't have any problems. And of course, today, I just during my breakfast, I read a message what Windows will implement some Linux kernel in Windows system. So it will be merged. So it's no more enemies, yeah? So in this case, even Microsoft agree what open source is not a cancer, it's a benefit. Do you know this? Every man should plant a tree, build a house, and raise a son, yeah? But I just changed a little bit. Every computer geek should build their own HTTPS, hack a computer, and write own operation system. Who built own HTTPS? Eh? Home chatter. You get the prize. Who else? Can I throw? Oh. Who else? Oh. 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 I'm sorry. And of course, I would like to be a real geek. And we start working on own operation system, which based, of course, on Linux kernel. Why we started working on it? Because at QSC, we made a design how it should work. So we have controlling server, which has small images, what we wrote. It's Linux kernel. It includes BusyBox. It includes Kamailio and so on and so on. I will explain exactly all components what we have inside. And this image is 50 megabytes big, yeah? And you just, for example, you would like to have one SBC in production, yeah? You just plug in a new hardware server, provided information which MAC address this server has, and it will be automatically booted by IPXE, this image, during 2 seconds. And it has its production. Of course, we could not use Debian because it's such big. Even minified version, it's around 300 megabytes, so it's impossible. And of course, we make a choice what will be inside. Of course, Kamailio was our first choice to use like zip routing engine, RTPEngine for media resources and media relays, transcoding, etc., etc., etc. It was great. Of course, we not forget about our project is Homer and HEP tools it's inside. Telegraph, like I already here yesterday, Telegraph it's a nice collector which can get all information about Kamailio, CMD, okay, let's go. Kamailio information, RTP information, how many CPUs, traffic, etc., and send to Prometheus or to InfluxDB system. And of course, we have implemented own init system. We don't use systemd. Okay, it's by religious stuff. Yeah, we don't like it all. And of course, we have a UI agent because in Germany it's a very strong regulation. You have to use on your SBC. It's border element. You have to allow for interceptions. Yeah. About UI agent, I will explain later. What exactly I already said. Who knows about init ramfs, rootfs? Okay, great. So it's, let's say it's operation system, it started from kernel, you have init ramfs, and in init ramfs you start exactly rootfs. So how it works, so Linux distributive form, probably it's also FreeBSD and so on. Like I said already, we have created this small image. It includes Linux kernel for 19, but you can compile your own. We have also used Kamailio RTPEngine packages. We use libc, which is compatible with Debian 9 and or Ubuntu. So you can exactly, even if you need some packages, you can use multistrap, just add new package and it will be automatically installed to this image. So this image is already includes all information what you need, all tools, what you need. But if you would like to use Midnight Commander, for example, yeah, I don't know why, or Nano, you can just install it, just add this package and that's it. Okay, also in SBC OS, you can start it with operation system from USB sticks. This is present what you have received is exactly already installed version, so you can just plug in and use it. Of course, it's only for demo, but normally you can install and configure it on all configs, all settings inside, and you can test in some scenarios. Yeah. Also, you can boot images over HTTP or IPXE. So normally you can start from USB your system, but image can be located also somewhere in network. And of course, what this SBC also can do. Especially we have installed RTPEngine 7, which makes transcoding. Therefore, its image it's a little bit bigger. So because only transcoding library dependency always opus speaks and so on takes 60 megabytes. Yeah, so I'm sorry about this. So it's image a little bit bigger. But if you still use 50 megabytes, you have to cut away this transcoding stuff, and it will be around 50. So now it's around 90. But what this can do? So it's of course not fixing, including NUX ping, yeah, because especially in if you use Kamailio behind with SBCOs, it's not a problem at all because you can use received parameters in contact and etc. etc. It's no problem. But what is about if you use some proprietary software, like in our scenario, C5, which even makes some worse or damage, because if you receive contact and you would like to start ping with, you see, this is exactly user agent is under NOT, and you would like to start ping with user agent. You check contacts, yeah, you write it in memory, and you expect 200K for this registration. But this device, this register device, it change your contact completely and add some parameters, UDP, like transport UDP, which was not expected by Kamailio, and of course it's make not match contact registration what you have received and what you have received in reply, and of course it doesn't start ping. We have fixed this issue. We have exactly make some Kamailio routing config exactly especially for these scenarios, and it works very great. So very perfect. So normally, it's SBCOs detect if this device is under NOT and start pinging options packet and keep this NOT open. Of course, we implemented Pike limits stuff just to make some limitation to prevent DOS attacks. Topology hiding works perfect. We did also some patches for TopOS. It's ready since behind. Everything works in memory, so all good. RTP relay, of course, it's supported natively by RTPEngine. It's take absolutely very low CPU, so it's perfect. Of course, if you would like to use RTP, it's go to user space. It will be a little bit more CPU, but it's acceptable. We have, unfortunately, Ole is not here, but we especially wrote for him. It's full IPv4, v6 support. So, Ole, if you hear us, we are on your side. And of course, we have our monitoring statistics on all stuff, what we need to make some troubleshooting. You can duplicate all zip messages from Kamailio. You can send all LTCP statistics from RTPEngine. With both projects supported HEP protocol natively, so it's not a problem. We can exactly write it, and of course, you can ask what about RCSLog, yeah? Because we have everything in memory, and memory it will be in use. In this case, we implemented. You can provide your RCSLog instance where you will receive all RCSLog. Yeah? So this SBCOs will send all syslog information to a remote server where you can exactly collect. You can write in the Loki server, and with Homer 7, for example, you can exactly see what's going on. It will be automatically deployed. Of course, you have hidden manipulation. Kamailio, thanks for this good stuff. You can do everything what you want, and etc. etc. So it's our storm braining. It's not brainstorming. It's how exactly we work on this stuff. It's on my desk. Yeah, it's exactly how it works. Yeah. It's again, everything was based on Kamailio script logic. Yeah, it's no additional module has been developed. Yeah, so it's everything. It's inside. It's standard. We just make our expertise, our experience we bring to community, because this is exactly now it's open for you, how it can be done, and we approve in real scenario. We have real customers which behind SBCOs, and some numbers I can show later. Lawful interception, yeah. Of course, we work close to QXIP, this company who is behind Homer project, and like I said already, in Germany it's very strong stuff with lawful interception regulation and so on and so on. We made certification with Utimaco and Group 2000. We are a certified partner, so if you would like to use our lawful interception not only on SBC but also on FreeSwitch or any Linux-based systems, You can exactly contact Utimaco or Group 2000. You can say, I would like to use QXIP protocol for lawful interception, X2, X3, and they know about it. So, and it's already in production. Already we have customers who use this lawful interception. Benetza, it's Bundesnetzagentur, is here in Germany, also approve our solution, and all happy. So you just install lawful interception agent. You can contact QXIP for this, and yeah, and you will solve your problem. Home, of course, like I said already, it's natively supported by SBCOs. You can send all information. You can get all stats over telegraph, events, syslog, or to Loki. HTTP agent with RTP support if you need some monitoring of RTP traffic, get most information, not only TCP. You can also install a HEP agent or RTP agent, yeah? And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. About Plusnet, QXC, the situation is following because we exactly compare the budget, what we can spend for, let's say, one company which make a big database systems, yeah? And if you can spend the same money to buy hardware. And for some if you would like to buy one packet, let's say SBC, the same money we can for the same money we can buy 80 servers from Dell. Yeah? So just compare. Unfortunately, here's the two problems. Yeah, because like I said already, we use network booting, yeah? And of course Dell sell server only with HDD. Yeah? And this is real photo. Yeah? We put all HDD from the server and we put away. Yeah? So if you would like to make a business with us, so to sell HDD, so contact us. And also it's raised another two problems. Yeah? The second problem is the system is boot really in 2 seconds. Yeah? So it's over a network, boom, memory. But BIOS from the Dell, it's booted 2 minutes. Yeah? How to fix it? Okay, we release a new BIOS, but it's booted 1 minute and 50 seconds. Yeah? So it's also should be approved. And third problem what we have, this system works so good, and you can bring a new device in network during 3 minutes. So just plug in MAC address, and our engineers are so lazy. And versus to configure, make a new configuration in config, we said, let's bring a new device. We can do it immediately. And we have some systems which probably it's a little bit too many, so we have to combine. Yeah, but okay, it works. And we are also happy how it works, how it stable works, how we can do some additional stuff, manipulation, and et cetera, et cetera. This is how it works, how it looks like. This is carrier interconnection, what it uses DBE systems, yeah? And from west, it's exactly a trunking cluster, which is started with PlusSBC. So it's a real benchmark. Like I said already, I bought a case of beer, so we already drank it. Current situation is exactly we have on SBCs, on the interconnection trunks, around 20,000 concurrent calls, 30,000 concurrent calls. It's all good. We have 30 millions minutes per day. Keep alive, it works perfect, so nobody complains about it. And like I said, the new service can be deployed in less than 3 minutes. So it's very good scale. You probably know what a lot of my projects has a Greek name, yeah. So and especially in this DBE, the SIP server called Zeus, yeah. So do you know Zeus? Yeah? It's God, yeah. Now the quiz, yeah. How we called the second server which makes media or handle media? No. Who said Gera? You get a prize. You see, it's interconnection, so it's take a very low CPU. Memory is almost nothing. Yeah? It's very good. And here it's Hera, which handle RTP media. You see, we have around 6,000 sessions. CPU 1.5. It's nothing. Okay? And here it's exactly the proxy. It's the guys in Plusnet, they called, not SBCOs, they called the proxy, Dubovikov proxy, yeah, okay. Also thanks, but you see exactly information how it works in the proxy 4. We have 1.5 concurrent sessions. We have 30,000 registrations, yeah, and CPU usage 0.5. It works well. So, SBCOs, yeah, like I said already, we wrote with a small Linux system, installed everything. But the problem is here, because in this proprietary software, you have some nice tools, CLI, where you can configure trunks without knowing Kamailio or RTPEngine and so on. We start working on SBC CLI. It's first prototype. It's already on our GitHub, but of course, it needs to be approved. So we can also, in the future, you can configure trunks automatically in this CLI without knowing Kamailio configs at all or RTPEngine. So it will be automatically. But 2 lines, trusted and trusted side, and so on. So of course, it will be firewall configuration, QoS configuration, monitoring configuration. It will be all included. If you would like to try it, to use it, go to this GitHub, okay? So SBCOS is already there, it's scripts, you can exactly install it, you can make an image, you can play a little bit with it, just wait when this CLI will be released. If you don't want to wait, you can use exactly Kamailio configs, which we already provided in these scripts. So this configs, it's already working with registration and trunking mode. Yeah, of course, it's, if you would like, I would like to show demo how it works. Do I have 5 minutes? Yeah.
We like demos.
Yeah, it's not dangerous demo because it works in production. Yeah. So you see, it's the image. Yeah. This is how it works. Yeah. So it's QEMA. We have this boot logo. Boom. Boom. Yeah, wait a second. It's QEMA. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So let's see what's the stake, how much memory is stake. So you see, 85 megabyte. Take everything. Wait a second. It's Kamailio started. Yeah, 99 megabytes of 1 gigabyte RAM. And of course, RTPEngine, Kamailio started. It works. So you can use it. This was not dangerous, eh? And of course, it's very low flow print, memory print, everything is here. If you would like to make changes, we use Union file system. Sorry, not Union, AUFS file system. This means what if you boot from this USB sticks, what I gave away, all changes you can do is will be automatically written to special directory. It's called changes. Yeah, it's like Union system works, and you can exactly these changes. It will be applied when this system started anew. Yeah. So don't forget. Don't scare if you will lose these settings. Yeah. So it will be there. It will be applied. What else? Yeah. Okay. You can use it. Like I said already. Let's close it. Go back. Yeah, SBCO's roadmap, like I said already, SBC CLI should be finished. We would like works also on web UI, where you can exactly make some clicks, because I know you're lazy, yeah, so to configure all trunks. So its web interface should be nice, should be very simple. And of course, we will share also some additional examples, some additional stuff, what we approve at the Plusnet. And of course, we need your feedbacks, your input, how it works in your system, what we can do else to make this project great. Okay? Any questions? Okay. Or bet? Yeah.
James. Yeah.
I know you like a challenge, so how about a challenge of getting SBC OS running on MikroTik by dangerous demos?
No, it's taking a lot of time because this internet connection is not good.
No, but seriously, getting it on a MikroTik platform
Yeah,
would be
normally, yeah,
absolutely awesome.
Yeah, okay, it's now I'm a little bit tight. I'm sorry.
And
But,
I'm just thinking we get up to about 100, 120 meg in size easily on MikroTik.
Yeah, okay, but it's again, you should compile with Kamailio for MikroTik, RTPEngine for MikroTik. Especially RTPEngine 7, it will take a little bit time to compile all components, especially for transcoding. Yeah. It's not. It's
Well,
good
if you
challenge.
put- yeah,
It's
if
good
you-
challenge.
if you-
But unfortunately, I should reject it. I'm sorry.
Not this time, eh?
So I have some presents. If you need.
A question first.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a question. On your benchmark slide, you said that this server is running dialogless. But
Yeah,
you're
it's
also
dialogless, yeah.
But you're also doing RTP relay. So how are you dealing with the two? How are you dealing with the RTP relay but not being call aware?
No, RTP relay from RTPEngine. So it's, we just make, okay, we send invite to next destination, and RTPEngine makes RTP relay in kernel space. This is what I'm talking about, RTP relay. Okay. It's not like dialog. If you would like to implement the dialogues, it's not a problem. You can implement it, yeah?
So you didn't need a dialog module to do
Yeah.
RTPEngine?
Boom.
Yeah, there is no need to use dialog module for RTP proxy, RTPEngine, or RTP relay.
Here's another question. So, in your instance, do you share any information between the instance?
So I'm sorry.
So, if you run many instances, do you share any information between the instances,
Yeah,
like
so
the
theoretically,
limit values or
okay,
something
at
like that?
QC, we can share this information with controlling center, yeah? So here, what we released is exactly state-alone system, yeah? Of course, you can implement it with share information about registration and so on between server using Kamailio modules, yeah? So it exists a lot of Kamailio modules which can share with registration information, make it's like clustering. So it's open, you can exactly implement it with stuff inside, but it's in VCOS, it was not configured yet, yeah? You'll get already, yeah?
Okay, so there was another hand there. That will be, is still one question there, or I haven't seen it? Then it's Randy here.
Yeah, I have a question. Can I have whatever it is you're giving without killing myself? That's my
Okay.
question. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, okay, the last one here, then break.
I already have it.
Okay.
Actually, my question about what type of request do proxying on these SBC means? Can you, for example, do a transparent registration, do a transparent, for example, if I'm calling, for example, for external trunk that requires authentication, but the SBC is who will authenticate. But for example, for endpoint, it would be like a transparent. Like
No, okay, you do registration, because SBC sends registration to your registrar. You configure it, yeah. So, and registrar makes answer, and it's for SBC, it will be like registered trunks, yeah. So,
Okay.
no more? Who wants?
Oh, last one here. Okay, too many.
Does it support TLS?
Yeah. It's natively Kamailio supported, and of course SRTP as well.
I think it's the break now, and don't get people out of their coffee because, don't leave yet because actually I want to extract another winner for the Snowphone. We have Elena choosing